We are in the end of week number 2 of DesignLab, UX design student, my little boot camp that I enrolled in, and I'm working on the last project of unit 2 at the moment. I'm not going to tell you guys about the projects and stuff like that I did before, because what would be the fun in you guys joining the program with my link below. I'm going to show you guys some of the tools that I'm getting ready to use, of course, to make it official, right? You got to be a UX design student, you got to have the necessary tools. So got a notebook, not just any notebook, but this is a dotted notebook, a journal, to help me do grids and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see them with the lighting that I'm in right now, but you know, a nice little 192 page joint right here, so I can do some sketches for a website layout. I also went ahead and got this right here, you know, try to step it up a little bit. It's not your regular mechanical pencil. This is the advanced premium with the metal barrel. So I decided to, you know, get it because it said no, it just was calling my name nice and shiny, right? Mechanical pencil, which uses 0.7 millimeter lead, and just got some extra lead and stuff like that right here. So I'm going to be using that today. This is one of the projects that I am working on currently. These are all of the elements that I have to add to this website. You guys ain't gonna be able to read all that, but that's all the text that I have to add to the website. Some buttons I made, color choices and stuff like that. This is my grid. This is like one of the main things I learned this week, was how to do a placement, like a grid and stuff like that, and columns, and how to make everything even. And I just went ahead and sorted these out by color: white icons, black icons, 3 pictures to choose from, and then all the wording that I have to add to the website. So not only am I just learning new skills in general, but I am also using this program. It's fairly easy to learn, but that's a part of the challenge for me. So I think even the tasks and stuff that I'm doing in my second week are fairly simple. It's some type of stuff that I would normally do in, like, you know, Photoshop, where I don't know how to line up the columns and things like that. But you can then drag the little sliders, make sure everything is even, centered. You know, you can snap stuff into place. So I guess in one way it is a grid. But this being a little bit more strict, it's like a scenario of, hey, this is the name of this business, this is the colors of the website that they want. They would prefer to use, you know, either of these certain selected fonts. Only choose one, don't have the page all over the place, and like make it look very, very polished. So again, with the icons and stuff that I have on the screen right now, I'm getting ready to you know, jot down in my journal on different methods on how I can place all these icons. All this stuff has to fit, or I wouldn't say all of it, either all the black icons or all the white icons, 3 images, and all the text. So again, it is a little bit of text here that I do have to add, but we're gonna go ahead and get it done starting now. I ain't even gonna lie, man. Being in week 2, I'm kind of confused on how I'm supposed to sketch all this stuff. Now, the project itself and what I'm supposed to do is not very hard, but I'm trying to do it the correct way, which is to sketch my ideas before doing it. The part that makes it hard, though, is I have a list of all these I guess briefs, if that's what you want to call it. I'll learn my terminology the deeper I get into learning this stuff. But I guess in the brief of this design, my task was, hey, I have to use all of this, like, again, all of these words and phrases. I have to use all of this somehow in the design, right? Thing is, I have to sketch it first. Now, I just did do 2 sketches. This is the first layout. You know, the logo and stuff like that is going to be there. It's going to be something in the center of the page that calls your name, probably, you know, join our mailing list, some images or the menu of the shop, and, you know, like contact us, here's our location, you know, different small stuff like that, and some I guess even more unnecessary things, or not as important things. It's all necessary, not as important, down here at the bottom. I went ahead and made another one right here, and I said, hey, maybe the menu stuff could be on the side. The since it's coffee corner, that's the sample I'm doing today, you know, I feel like the logo needs to be in the corner of the page, so either at the left or the right, because, you know, only 2 corners left will be at the bottom, and that's where you put the least important stuff. So again, I'm gonna have like a menu or something on the side, maybe a contact us, our location, a map or something like that at the bottom, some pictures or something like that on the side, and again, the main call to action in the center of the page, like join our mailing list, come on down, sign up and get something free. Thing is, with me having to fit so much stuff in there, I don't even know if I marked it off, like, you know, properly. I don't even know if the squares that I marked is like equivalent to the size of a desktop page. I mean, to me, it kind of looks like it. Normally when I make websites, I just get the whole site like this. Let's see what we can see. And this is my workspace right there, right? So with those pictures being smaller, even though I can make them larger and stuff like that, I think this just perfectly calls out, hey, this is a background, so we could throw this in there, drop the opacity and different stuff like that. So I'm not gonna let you guys watch me work. However, I'm gonna set the camera away for now, and I guess I'll show you guys what I come up with, and we'll see if I actually used any ideas from my sketches in today's project, because I need to get this thing turned in, man. Let me go ahead and turn this page right here into a website. But first, let's eat. So here's the results of my page. There's all my layers right there. Here's the files that I used. There's the almost finished web page, the background photo that I used, and all the wording that I did have to add. And this is my final result here of what I did with the page. So I'm comparing this one to some other work that I've seen other people turn in, and theirs was very cool as well. Maybe I misunderstood the assignment, I don't know, but the task was to create a landing page. So mine is just a static, fit everything into one page type of page. And I've seen some other ones that were scrollable. So instead of me minimizing everything, I think it looks very nice though. It's all the resources and everything like that were used. But it is all kind of crammed, but it still reads very well on the page. I've seen some other people, they just like enlarged a lot of the text and gave it its own section and made the page actually scrollable. Maybe that was the assignment, maybe it wasn't, and I don't know. I also restricted myself to only using one program that the course taught me about, and I didn't use Photoshop, I didn't use Illustrator, I didn't use any of my own drawing skills or anything like that. So I stuck with the limited stuff that I was given, and this is what I was able to do. We went from copying web pages to now making our own web pages by just having a list of assets. So if you guys think I did a decent job, a pretty good job, if you guys are interested in seeing more about my journey in becoming a UX designer and how I can get better as the weeks progress, make sure you subscribe and thumbs up the video for encouragement. Peace. By the way, I did want to mention that the project that I just showed you guys myself doing, when I turned that one in, I did get some feedback and say that everything was crammed on one page, and I should use what's called white space, which is just spacing things out and making the page longer instead of having everything in one section. Make it, feel free to make it scrollable. So this is actually the version that I turned in that got approved and allowed me to move forward. So just keep that in mind if any of you guys out there are learning as well. And if you want to keep learning with me, keep watching.